Rupert didn't just insult the man in the cheap shirt. He poured an entire glass of red wine down his chest. In front of 200 people. The crowd laughed. Rupert grinned like he'd just won something. But what Rupert didn't know, that stranger owned 60% of his company. And in less than an hour, Rupert would lose everything. Let me take you back to where this all started. Silvergate Innovations, a tech startup that went from nothing to 120 million in valuation in less than 2 years. Tonight is their launch party, the kind of event where champagne costs more than most people's monthly salary, where everyone's angling for their next big break. The founders, Rupert Hayes and Anita Crane, are Silicon Valley royalty. Brilliant, charismatic, the kind of people who can make you believe in a dream you didn't even know you had. But here's something most people don't understand about success. The higher people climb, the more they forget what the ground feels like. And tonight, someone came to remind them. His name is Victor Marlowe, 58 years old, self-made billionaire, net worth just north of $8 billion. He's backed some of the biggest companies in the world. His name alone can make or break a startup. But you wouldn't know any of that by looking at him tonight. Because Victor's wearing a faded polo shirt that's seen better days. Discount store khakis. Shoes that probably cost $15. No designer watch. No cufflinks. Nothing that screams power. He looks like someone's uncle who got lost on the way to a barbecue. And that's exactly what he wants. Victor's been doing this for over a decade. Going undercover. Showing up unannounced to see the real culture of companies he's invested in. Because here's what 20 years in venture capital taught him. Anyone can perform when the spotlight's on. Anyone can be charming when investors are watching. Anyone can fake values in a boardroom. But strip away the audience? Remove the incentive to perform? That's when you see who people really are. So Victor positions himself near the bar. Quiet. Observing. Watching Rupert and Anita glide through the room like sharks in designer suits. They're working the crowd perfectly. A laugh here. A hand on the shoulder there. Promises of partnerships. Hints at future opportunities. They're good. Really good. Then Anita sees him. She nudges Rupert and nods in Victor's direction. Her smile doesn't fade, but something shifts in her eyes. Something cold. Rupert excuses himself from a conversation with a venture capitalist and makes his way over. Slow. Confident. The walk of someone who's never been told no. You need help finding something? Victor looks up. His expression neutral. No, I'm good. Thank you. Rupert glances at Victor's clothes. Then back at his face. This is a private event. Invitation only. Did someone bring you as a +1? I was invited. Anita appears beside Rupert now. She's still smiling, but it's the kind of smile that doesn't reach anywhere near her eyes. Invited by whom exactly? Victor takes a sip of water. Doesn't answer immediately. And that pause? That silence? It irritates Rupert. Look, I don't know if you're lost or confused, but this party is for investors, executives, and industry leaders. Not. He waves vaguely at Victor's outfit. Whatever this is. A few nearby conversations start to quiet. People are noticing. And in a room full of people desperate to be seen, drama is currency. Anita leans in slightly. Her voice drops to a patronizing whisper. If you're looking for work, we have a careers portal. But this isn't the venue for that. I'm sure you understand. Victor nods slowly, like he's considering her words. I understand perfectly. But he doesn't move. Doesn't apologize. Doesn't shrink. And that makes Rupert furious. Because here's the thing about people who've never been challenged. They don't know how to handle someone who won't bend. Rupert's jaw tightens. You know what? I've been polite. But you're making our guests uncomfortable. Victor raises an eyebrow. Am I? Yes, you are. Rupert's voice is louder now. Intentionally. He wants people to hear this. This is our company. Our event. And you're trespassing. More people are watching now. Phones are starting to come out. This is content. This is the kind of moment that ends up in group chats and Reddit threads. Anita crosses her arms. Security's going to escort you out. But before they do, maybe you should think about why you thought crashing an event like this was a good idea. Victor just looks at them. Patient. Calm. Like he's watching a play he's seen before. And that calm, that refusal to react, pushes Rupert over the edge. He grabs a glass of red wine from a waiter passing by. Doesn't even look at the guy. Just takes it like it's his right. You want to embarrass yourself? Fine. And then he does it. He tips the glass forward. Slowly. Deliberately. Red wine cascades down Victor's shirt, soaking into the fabric, dripping onto his khakis. The room goes dead silent for exactly 2 seconds. Then someone laughs. Then another. And suddenly it's spreading like wildfire. People are filming, texting. This is the story they'll tell for weeks. Rupert's playing to the crowd now, arms spread wide. Oops. Guess you should have left when you had the chance. Anita's laughing too, not even trying to hide her satisfaction. Victor looks down at his shirt, at the wine staining it deep red. He doesn't flinch, doesn't curse, doesn't even look angry. He just stands there, processing. And then someone moves. A young woman, maybe 26. She's wearing a staff lanyard. Her name is Natalia Reeves. She works in customer support, the kind of job where you answer angry emails and no one knows your name. But Natalia's not laughing. She walks over with napkins. Here. I'm so sorry. Rupert rolls his eyes. Oh, perfect. Now the help wants to play hero. Natalia ignores him. She hands Victor the napkins. Are you okay? Victor looks at her. Really looks at her. And for the first time tonight, something softens in his expression. I'm fine. Thank you. Rupert scoffs. Natalia, get back to work. This doesn't concern you. But Natalia doesn't move. She stands there, quiet, but firm. Actually, I think treating people with respect concerns everyone. The room shifts. The laughter dies. Anita's smile vanishes completely. Excuse me. Natalia's voice is softer now, but steady. I don't think this is right. That's all. Rupert steps toward her. His voice drops. Cold. Sharp. You want to keep your job? Then I suggest you walk away. Right now. Natalia hesitates. You can see the fear in her eyes. She's not brave because she's fearless. She's brave in spite of being terrified. She looks at Victor one more time, then steps back. But the damage is done, because now everyone's seen it. The mask has slipped. Victor dabs at his shirt with the napkins, sets them down on a nearby table. And then he does something nobody expects. He walks toward the stage. Rupert watches him, confused. What the hell is he doing? Anita grabs his arm. Should we? But before she can finish, Victor's already at the microphone. The room goes silent. 200 people staring at this man with a wine-stained shirt standing on their stage. Victor adjusts the mic, looks out at the crowd, and then he speaks. Good evening. My name is Victor Marlowe. A few people in the crowd freeze. That name. They know that name. I'm the primary investor in Silvergate Innovations. I own 61% of this company. Now you can hear a pin drop. Rupert's face goes white. Anita's hand flies to her mouth. Victor continues. Voice calm. Measured. I came here tonight dressed like this because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see how the people running this company behave when they think no one important is watching. He pauses. Lets the words settle. And I saw everything I needed to see. He looks directly at Rupert. You humiliated someone for wearing the wrong clothes. You turned cruelty into a performance. You made people laugh at someone else's expense because it made you feel powerful. Rupert tries to speak. Victor, I didn't. I had no idea. Exactly. Victor cuts him off. You had no idea. You didn't think you needed to know. Because in your mind, I didn't matter. He turns to Anita. And you. You didn't pour the wine. But you laughed. You encouraged it. And when someone tried to do the right thing, you threatened her job. Anita's shaking now. Victor looks back at the crowd. I've built my career on one principle. Character matters more than competence. You can teach someone skills. You can't teach them integrity. He gestures toward Natalia, still standing frozen near the back. Natalia, come up here. She looks like she might faint, but she walks forward. Slowly. Victor smiles at her. A real smile. Effective immediately, you're the new director of customer experience. You'll report directly to the board. Your salary is tripled. Natalia's eyes fill with tears. I don't. You showed courage tonight. That's rare. And it's valuable. He turns back to Rupert and Anita. As for the two of you, your contracts will be reviewed by the board tomorrow morning. I'll be recommending immediate termination with cause. Rupert takes a step forward, desperation leaking into his voice. Victor, please. This is a misunderstanding. We can fix this. No. Victor's voice is firm. You can't. Because this isn't about one moment. This is about who you are when you think it doesn't matter. He picks up a glass of water from the podium, takes a sip, and walks off the stage. The room is paralyzed. No one breathes. Victor walks past Rupert and Anita without a glance. Just before he reaches the exit, he stops, turns back one final time. Respect isn't a strategy. It's not optional. It's the only thing that matters. Then he's gone. Rupert and Anita were terminated 4 days later. Their equity was bought out at a fraction of what it could have been worth. Natalia's still at Silvergate, leading a team of 30 people now. By all accounts, she's exceptional. And Victor? He's probably at another event right now, wearing another unremarkable shirt. Watching, testing, waiting. Because here's the brutal truth most people don't want to hear. You never actually know who you're talking to. You never know whose opinion will define your future. You never know when the person you dismiss will be the person who holds your fate in their hands. Kindness isn't weakness. Respect isn't naive. They're survival skills. And the people who forget that, they always pay the price eventually. If this story made you think, drop a comment. Tell me about a time you witnessed someone getting exactly what they deserved. And if you want more stories where arrogance meets consequences, hit subscribe. Because trust me, we're just getting started.